My wife said, I need to shower at my ex's house after our workouts. I said, makes sense. Then I started doing yoga with her prettier sister. 2 months after our honeymoon, Kayla sat me down and announced she was training with her ex-boyfriend Nate again. Last week she'd called her sister Holly's yoga studio attention-seeking bullcrap, but training with her ex was fine. Then she dropped the bomb. We need Tuesday nights alone at his place, and I'll shower there to save time. She grabbed my hands while explaining they'd already paid for a couples competition entry. My gut screamed no, but I heard myself agreeing like a complete idiot while she smiled and kissed me. First Tuesday, she packed a spare thong in her gym bag. I watched her put it in. She left at 6 p.m. and came back at midnight, smelling like his cologne, claiming they'd grabbed protein shakes after. She showed me one gym selfie where she was sitting on his lap for the lighting. Week 2, I checked Instagram while she was gone. Nate posted a story of them sharing a protein shake with 2 straws, her legs draped over his, captioned couples who train together. Week 3, she came home with an actual hickey on her collarbone. She looked me dead in the eyes and called it a cupping mark from recovery therapy. I knew exactly what to do. That night I thought about Holly. She was Kayla's younger sister who'd stolen Kayla's prom date, gotten into the college that rejected Kayla, and still looked better in a bikini after having twins. At our wedding, Kayla made Holly wear a potato sack bridesmaid dress to hide her figure. Holly and I had always flirted harmlessly at family events. I texted Holly about beginner yoga. She replied instantly, finally! I've been waiting for you to ask. Tuesday nights work? When I mentioned Kayla had training, she texted back, still playing with Nate? That's adorable, with a winking emoji. Her studio had floor-to-ceiling windows facing Main Street. She mentioned she always filmed content for her 50,000 Instagram followers. Next Tuesday arrived. I told Kayla I was trying yoga while she stood there putting on red lipstick for the gym. She didn't even look up from the mirror. Holly answered her door in skin-tight Lululemon that made me understand every bitter comment Kayla had ever made. Within an hour, she was pressed against my back, her hands on my hips, whispering about proper form. When she suggested filming for her Instagram, we both knew what was happening. Every Tuesday became our routine. She'd straddle me for assisted stretches, while her photographer friend captured everything. After 3 weeks, I knew Kayla's friends would see. Week 4, my phone exploded during class. 15 missed calls and everyone can see Holly grinding on you. I texted back that I was working on flexibility since she was busy training. The dots danced frantically as she typed. I asked if Nate's form was improving and let her calls ring out. Holly saw my phone and suggested we demonstrate the really deep stretch. 25 minutes later, mid-pose with Holly's hands under my shirt checking alignment, the studio door slammed open. Kayla stood there in workout clothes, face purple, shaking as she stared at Holly with pure hatred. You're basically dry humping in public. I slowly untangled while Holly kept her hands on my bare skin. I asked what she was talking about since this was just yoga. Holly stretched like a cat, adjusting her sports bra. She explained that partner yoga was therapeutic, just like personal training. Kayla insisted this was completely different. How? I asked while Holly pressed against me to adjust my form. I reminded her that she showers at her ex's house while I stretch at her sister's public studio. She claimed they were training for competitions. I mentioned Holly was training me for her certification showcase. Kayla flinched because she'd quit after 2 classes while Holly had 50,000 followers. Her phone buzzed. I saw Nate's name. Better hurry back. He's probably wondering why you're not in his shower yet. She kept insisting nothing was happening with Nate. I pulled out my phone and showed her the screenshot of them sharing one protein shake. I asked if that was nothing. She sputtered about context while her phone buzzed again. Holly glanced at it and sweetly mentioned it sounded urgent and she shouldn't leave him waiting. Kayla said, we weren't done talking. Take your time. Holly still needs to do the pose where she sits on my face for balance. Kayla stood frozen as Nate's text preview appeared on her screen. Your thong is still here. Holly and I just kept stretching.